will start today's FNM at Home event. This time we have Super Standard, which is standard with its regular bands, but minimum deck size is 100 cards instead of 60 this time. So there's a twist, and I have a Green Landfall deck. It's quite aggressive. I have 1 copy of some legendary creatures, and we'll see how it works out. This legendary creature is in 2 copies in my deck, and this is in 4 copies, so some of the better ones are more copies, but here I have 1 Ashaya and some spell lands in this deck. I would prefer Kazandu Mammoth to be a creature, but Hazard is mostly a land that can sometimes kill something, maybe, and this 1 copy and 4 copies of Shatter Skull Smashing I count as lands too. And here is the rest of my mana base. So let's try. Let's see how it works. So this is not ideal. I don't have a green mana, but let's try it anyway. The opponent is on the play. I am on the draw, so I have some time to dig to green mana source, and I have Robber of the Reach as a 2-drop, so it's not all that bad. Counter spell or removal would really slow me down, and I think that's what's coming. Now it's this orange dot thief. It's not really that bad because I have Hazard here. Okay, so I really need this green mana. Primal Might should kill Knighthood Scavenger, but I can't do it now. I don't want to 2-for-1 myself, so attacking is not great for me. So I'll just add to a creature and Evolving Wilds, and unfortunately pass the turn for now. Or maybe if I will draw an untapped land the next turn, I could cast Embercleave. That's the option too, but it depends on whether my opponent will be tapped or not. Okay, so I don't have creatures on the battlefield in the graveyard now, so I think Amber Cliff is a way to go. Primal Might can wait. That's good news for me because if I would have to kill the mammoth, it could be reanimated again, and it would block some damage. Now I think maybe. Okay, I think maybe Undercliff is still the best option. And it would be very nice if my opponent tapped, so Primal Might, I think, is able to kill the opponent then, but it depends on what they play. Lifelinker is still quite bad for me. Okay, I didn't really think it was possible to reanimate. It's a permanent card. Okay, I forgot that. So that sucks. And still my opponent has open mana, so I should take the removal option into account. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. My haste creatures did their job, and I could attack with 3 creatures if removal wasn't coming, and it was 8 damage, so if my opponent didn't have a removal spell, it was 10 damage, so that was enough. But if they didn't concede, if I attacked with 3 creatures, so there was no removal at the beginning of my combat, which would suggest that there's no removal at all, because the opponent shouldn't let me discard a card and draw 2 cards. But it was still quite a tough choice, because I needed if the game would go longer, if there was some flash creature maybe, because if I attacked with 3 creatures, I wouldn't expect a removal then. That would be a mistake from my opponent not to play removal at the beginning of combat and letting me attack with all 3 creatures that could attack. But if the game went longer, I wouldn't really want to ditch Lovestruck Beast, but maybe I could chump block Zareth with Lotus Cobra at that point. But the reanimating beast wouldn't be too good for me, and also this removal spell could be important if the game lasted longer, but I think the opponent just bluffed or something, not playing this lifelinker and leaving an open mana, hoping they will survive or maybe kill me with their creatures, some flash creatures, but if they have to jump block or something, they just conceded. I don't know what was the idea behind not playing this scavenger or something else, leaving open mana and still conceding, but that's not my problem really. It's good that I won the first round and I'll play the second one probably later, probably after the break, so see you then.